Afternoon to everybody, and I'll say distinguished members in the dais and the all the other distinguished members in the audience. I'd like to start the discussion with I have a challenge right now because I'm sitting between the lunch and right now, and I'll make sure I'll complete in 5 to 10 minutes. So now, I was just going through all the discussions we're having, where the Professor Vyash, the chairman of the technology mission for the Indian Railways, has mentioned after all the wonderful presentation that the two challenging issues they have, the designing capability and the simulation capability, if the designs are perfect, and whether we have simulated those anticipated outcomes. So these are the deficiency, exactly where we work. Now, we have been using products, services, a lot of discussions are happening. Now we are at the age of experience right now. And this experience is relative, like a lot of people having different type of, expectations. So to, make it shorter, I need more time, but, to make it that the moderator told me that you have to do it in a lesser time. So I'll take you through a 1-minute video, what we do. So with that, 15,000 passionate across the globe, we have 64 labs. We create IPs, in different, the 3D. What happened? Any issue? Okay. Okay, that's our 1 minute, can we light please? So these are the technology hazards we have. So I'm just talking about, what's our company all about. Is a scientific company. We have, 15,000 people. We have 64 labs. I'll just put it, we have been a lot of IPs we've been generating. Our presence is worldwide. We have the R&D at Boston, Paris, and Shanghai. And we have India headquarters at Gurgaon, which we manage the South Asia from here. See, purpose is that we'd like to, harmonize, and provide the business and the people with the 3D experience. To imagine basically sustainable innovations, like what we plan to do, all the visions we have, how we can actually visualize right now and take the preventive actions to minimize loss or any risks we have. So we are here to be harmonizing, the product natural life. Now, we serve all the industry sectors, right? From when I talk about railways, they actually encompasses their energies, the high-tech, industrial equipment, and also the transport mobility. So we take care, also that all the customers I mentioned about, they uses our technology and the, softwares to design, to simulate, and also deploy. Now, let me come back to the railways ecosystem. When I understand you might be noticing the government spelling, and it's a French word, so I couldn't change it, the spelling of part of it. So basically, we talked about, we work in the three, basically there's infrastructure, systems, and signaling, and the rolling stock. So that's the areas. So I'll take you, since my time is very less, so I'd like to give you the pointer so that we can have more discussions during the lunch time. So what I'll do, I'll take you the rolling stocks. We have been involved on the designs and all the infrastructures requirement in the railways, right from bridges, tunnels, the terrains designs, all simulations of that, and we have been providing those technologies in the back end to create the desired solutions. So what I'll do, I'll just take you through, again, 1 minute, just that how we design and create it's not coming again. Pardon? Voice nahi hai, this one. What is wrong? No, this is something else. It's wrong.
Second.
This is going haywire. This is this. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this one, you do it. Just a minute, just.
We'll then go on to explain what's needed in order to address the challenges. And then we'll move on and spend a few minutes.
So I just talked about the infrastructure part of it. How do we create designs and simulate? And we can create the inventory up to the screws and the number of things and how we can create the future designs. And you can see that instead of creating one and have a view how the performance will be in the future stage. So I'll just take a quick what I can skip through this. So basically, we call it a 3D experience platform, and we have already I cannot share the client name because of the confidentiality. We have deployed in China, both for the tunnel designing and the tracks in the terrains, and where from the greenfield project to futuristic projects, not only designing and also simulating it in the 3D experience platform. So what we do, we bring the reality and virtual scenarios together and as the same. So it does give you the time to deploy and the cost part of it is become very, very predictive. So now let me come to the influence of the rolling stocks. So I'll just like to share that these are the clients, and they have been using our solutions and designed all those in Alstom, Bombardier, and Stadler. They've been using our solutions to design and to reduce the development time and cost, to train control monitoring systems and the realistic simulations. So thereby you get the futuristic view beforehand and what could happen just in the design stage, and you can take the corrective actions. And thereby you don't lose time and you don't need to create an inventory to test, because that's you save cost. So again, I'll just can you run that Alstom one quickly, because I'm trying to rushing the time and I want to show you something so that very interactive and we can have more discussions. I think there's some problem in the setup. The previous one which you ran earlier, yeah, which you by mistake you ran. Yes. So this is
Alstom Transport is member of Alstom Group, specialized in rail industry components like metros, trams, high-speed train, signaling, infrastructure. So we cover all the range of activities of rail supply over the world. Sustainable mobility is a requirement of the world today. Trains are one of the most friendly environmental transport systems because we use electricity, we no more emit CO2.
For sure, the sustainable mobility has to be considered very carefully by Alstom Transport while implementing a new PLM system. Enovia V6 and V6 platform in general will help us to manage all the compliance requirements on our product. This is the case for AeroHS, this is the case for REACH. All these norms that our product have to comply with has to be managed in our PLM system.
Through simulation, Dassault Systems help to support demonstration of the way our products integrate inside their environment. That's, I think, very, very important to show this and to be able to convince that the result will be highly satisfactory for our customers. All that is in the essence of our business to try to serve the environmental challenge of the world.
Okay, bring back to the slide mode, please. Yeah, I got a cheat from you. I'll finish it in 3 minutes because I respect your direction. So that's why I wanted to. So I have 3 minutes, to wrap up. So what I talked about, the infrastructure, we showed you one part of it, that how we design and simulate. We got to the rolling stock, stocks. So basically, trend-based business drivers, what we have in, this is the challenges, is common and known to you. I'll not go by that, how, the cost overruns, the modularization, the on-time delivery, innovation and safety things. Large 10 OEMs have a different challenges, middle and small, the small trainers have different challenges. Now, I'll give you within the control systems we talked about. I also have a video and wanted to share with you because I just cut short those things. I can run it and share with you. So what I'll do, we talked about 3 things. We are very clean involved in infrastructure, rolling stocks, and the control systems. And we have a story to tell you. Maybe not in 10 minutes. I need more time with you. And of course, we can have an exclusively discuss with you. And what is the impact? Impact is, again, I'll come back to the professors, that technology mission head is talking about the lack of designing capability, simulation capability we have. That's the way we can bridge in. And also it's given the cost because we don't create inventory at test and with after 12 months or 18 months of time frame. So what we are talking about, the digital engineering experience. Let's build what we think, what we do, start thinking digital engineering experience, we can build up. And that's why I'm telling you, we are not right now at the age of experience, where to let us anticipate what we want, how we can do right now, instead of make it happen, and after we do it after 18 months or 36 months, and see that, oh, that was a mistake. So that's why I showed you up to the screw inventory of the right point and right coordinate in a bridge, or in a tunnel, or in a terrain, you can actually have that view right now. We bring that to reality and the virtual world in this corner is a huge technology we're providing. So with this, I end my presentation. So basically, future on the innovation track, we look for the digital engineering experience. I hope the Indian Railways adopt this to save money, cost, and also get the best quality. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And